Hi, everyone. It's Pat Fink here again. Hey, I promised you at the beginning of this training series that if you followed it to the end, there would be something special. That something special is an invitation to a one-on-one consulting with me. If at the end of this video you take this survey that you'll find on the next section, it's a short survey. Just ask some questions so that I can be in a better position to help you to know what your goals are, maybe to help you get there. In any event, if you do that and fill out times that would be convenient, you'll see what I'm talking about in the survey. I will contact you and we'll set up a time and we'll get you started. See if this is a good fit for you. It's something, as you can tell throughout the series, that I'm passionate about. I know that this is a way for small business people, whether you're a realtor, a mortgage broker, or a brick and mortar business, any kind of business that needs leads and prospects and clients and customers, to leverage the incredible power of social media to achieve that goal. So anyway, I look forward to reading the results of the survey and getting together with you, and we can get started on our. It'll be a 1-hour session, and we'll take it from there. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, hi everybody. Pat Fink again, back here with yet the next segment on social media branding and marketing. Today we're going to talk about the third word, and that was sell. Remember, build, engage, and sell. That's the basic structure of the strategy that you're attempting to do in your social media marketing and branding. So when we say sell, it simply means including a call to action of some type in your posts. Whether it's a video post and you speak to people and tell them, hey, there's a link down below in the comments, and if you follow that, I have a free PDF that I plan to give you, and you can do a little bit of research about a topic of your choice or that your target market would be interested in, and put that together. Like for example, if your target market is realtors, like mine, it is a big group of my associates are realtors, I would talk to them about proper pricing of houses. In fact, I have a pet peeve when I see a house listed at $499. I just think that's an enormous mistake, given how people utilize computers to do their searching. Because when you sit down to search for a home, or you're a realtor and you look down, you're searching for homes for your client. Think about it. What would you put in as a price range? You would probably put in $450 to $500, and then, or maybe $500 to $550, depending on that person. But usually my point is it's round numbers. By pricing a house at $499, that in that last scenario, that second group of people, which are the people with more money, from $500 to $550, you're completely invisible to them because you priced your house $1,000 lower than and because if you put it at $500, your house would be seen for the people in the group from $450 to $500, but it also would be seen in the group from $500 to $550. And so when I see a property priced at $499, which that was an old retail trick. That's when, a carton of cigarettes was $3.99 instead of $4. Of course, it's $14 now or whatever. I haven't smoked since 1986. But anyway, so How that got to call for action is beyond me, but it's just another little tidbit. But you don't want to bug people by constantly selling them things. But if you give them a call to action, let's say every fifth post that you put out there, just lead them someplace and get them accustomed to following you and checking out what you have to talk about. And that could be a training course that maybe it's not free. Maybe it's $7. Maybe it's $19. Maybe it's a series of training courses that cost them $297. Or maybe like one of the companies that I'm a part of, every single Wednesday for the past 10 years, they have had this awesome webinar with great speakers where they're teaching you exactly how they're making money. That's the beauty of this industry. People love to share. So when they have a secret, they don't keep that secret. They share it with people because they want to see everyone benefit. And again, why? Because by them sharing their secret and by putting together a video that they did, you're gonna like them. And if you like them, what do? People buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So anyway, so that's why people like me will put together these videos at no charge. I don't know why this keeps doing that. There you go. But you're actually able to see the wall behind me every once in a while. So this green screen isn't working all that well. So anyway. So people don't use social media to be sold. They don't want to have products every time they turn around. God knows there's enough of that out there already. And isn't it interesting how, let's say you're looking for an RV, you want to buy an RV, and you're out on, RVtrader.com. Well, all of a sudden on Facebook, you're going to see ads for RVs. Or let's say you were looking for heavy-duty winter gloves. And now all of a sudden on Facebook or any of the other sites, and that's called retargeting. They use what are called pixels to track your movements and the places that you've been, and then they retarget you so that they don't lose you as a client. And that's all the little tricks that you learn in this industry. And so anyway. You want to with those posts, with the 20% of those posts that you're trying to engage them, you're trying to get them to follow you, you're trying to get them to follow your call to action. You want to create curiosity and offer solutions. And you never want to tell them like the name of the company or whatever, because you want them to get it through you. Because in this day and age, if I were to tell you the name of a company, the first thing you do is Google it, and then you might get some bad information because there's all kinds of stuff out there. In fact, sometimes it's just the title that's misleading. It'll say, "Oh, caution, don't buy this until you check this out. Bad news about this product." And then you follow it, and it turns out to be good news about that product, and you end up buying that product. But the first guy that introduced it to you is left out in the cold, and that's not right. So that's why people, the smarter people won't divulge, and they'll just create curiosity. So as I said before, you can offer a free giveaway. That story I just told you about pricing property to sell. Well, I could simply type up a little page describing that, or put together a little video describing that, and just offer it for free. And I could just say, "Hey, listen, for my 5 pricing secrets that are unknown to the common man, just follow me to this ebook, PDF, or video." And they'll follow you, and that's how you also lead them to a couple of other things. Number one, your page, your business page. So now if they're on your business page, and they've liked your business page, they will see what your businesses are. They will know. You can talk to them a lot more freely without feeling like you're just and they use a term in this industry that I'm not thrilled with. They say something like that you are vomiting all over them, or for lack of a better word. I think they say it a little nicer than that. But you just don't want to go out there and just blah, 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 and tell everybody everything, and that's when people run away from you. But anyway. So and then and then once you get them, let's say you get somebody to buy a course from you for $7, and they really like it. They get a lot of value. They certainly get $7 worth of value out of it. Well, then it makes it that much easier to upsell them. When at the end of that video it says, "Hey, now for the more detailed version where we go into 3 weeks worth of blah 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 for only $99 if you order by midnight tonight," and then they spend the $99, but so do 1,000 other people. Well, you know what? You just made a lot of money, and you just made almost $10,000, and that's how this business works, and that's called an upsell. Another thing that you can do is to boost your exposure with Facebook advertising. I alluded to this at an earlier video, and that is where Facebook will say to you, how much do you want to spend each day? And you can tell them, I don't know, no more than $5 a day or $10 a day. And then you start searching for your audience, and you say, in my example before, I said women between the ages of 23 and 33 that make an average of $60,000 to $110,000 a year, that live in Fairfield County, Connecticut, within 15 miles of Greenwich or whatever. And that's how laser marketed you can put together your profile. And what happens is Facebook tells you how many people you're going to reach for that $5 a day. And then you can say to yourself, well, wait a minute, if I made it $10 a day, what is it? And then it changes the profile. And you know that out of every 1,000 people that see your ad, you get 5 sales, let's say. Well, then it almost becomes like an ATM, that if you know that if you put $500 into it, you get $700 back. Well, then you can just say, well, if I put $10,000 into it, that means I'm going to get whatever that math works out to be. And it truly becomes where you're just putting money in and you're taking more money out, because it's all the numbers, and the numbers can be so big or so targeted. So that's what makes all this stuff great. And then there's one other thing, and that's Facebook Messenger, which I showed you Facebook Messenger before. It's a texting tool that works within Facebook, but now it also works from your mobile devices too. It actually can tie right into your existing texting account, and texting technically is SMS or MMS feeds, and those feeds can go right through I haven't yet even combined them. I still use 2 separate text services, one from my cell service provider and the other from Facebook. But now you can use Facebook Messenger as with one of the bots, one of the robots. One of them is called ManyChat. Very popular, and you can just put a post out there automatically that says, hey, anybody that's interested in learning more about Facebook marketing, just type yes in the comments below, and for my free training course. And the robot is taught that when it sees the word yes, it can then respond a minute later, 5 minutes later, an hour later, whatever, and offer them something. Hey, do you really want this? Hit this button. Or do you not want that? Hit that button. And so people can then reply, and they don't even realize that they're replying to a robot. But so when they reply yes, then they're sent to another site. But now you've got them in your Facebook Messenger account, so that you can continue to market to them. But something else, and that we haven't talked about yet, and I think that's on the following page. Let's find out. But there's such a thing as no, it's not. Okay. There's such a thing as an autoresponder. It's an email autoresponder. I could swear it was on this page, but it disappeared. But an email autoresponder, you've seen them before. And I'm going to show you a quick video of all these things that we talked about in just a couple of minutes as a wrap up to this whole thing. But an autoresponder collects email addresses and it builds a list. And they can collect email addresses. They can collect cell phone numbers. They can collect physical addresses. But you find if you ask people to put in too much information, then they just skip right over it and they don't do it. So typically people would just ask for email addresses and maybe cell phone number. But that's when you get to one of those. It's called a sales funnel. When you click on a button and all of a sudden you're presented with another screen that tells you a little bit more about the offering and then says add your email address and your name, and then press send me that information, and it's all usually all with just the right words that get you to hit that button. Well, that's because then it's going to send you to a thank you page, and or sometimes it sends you directly to the offering, but it'll send you to a thank you page that says, hey, thanks for wanting more information and blah blah blah. In a minute you're going to be presented with the video that I promised, blah blah blah. But it gives them a chance to talk to you. But it also has now saved that email address and your name on a list, and that list is your lifeline. Just like your list of people in Facebook Messenger can be a lifeline. But remember, Facebook can and will put you in jail if you do some Facebook jail, not literal jail, but it can. You could reach a day. It hasn't happened to me yet, thank God, knock on wood. That you'll go to log into Facebook and it won't let you in. It does it for a few days or a week, or depending on But anyway, don't over concern yourself with that. Just know that the only thing that you truly own online is your list, and that's your email list, and that's being fed to your autoresponder, to your email autoresponder. The email autoresponder can also be fed with a whole bunch of emails that automatically go out in what's known as a campaign, and that will go to you. The first one goes the first day, then you can trigger it to say the second one goes, a day later, or a week later, or a month later. You don't want to bug people too much, but you can have a whole campaign of things. In fact, now it's gotten so sophisticated that it's sort of like ManyChat, that it says, well, if you're interested in this, press this button. If you're interested in that, press the other button. So then it'll start a different campaign depending on what button you push. But anyway, it's a good way, and that way you're constantly keeping in front of your clients. For those of you that are in real estate, you know that follow-up is everything. In fact, in any business, follow-up is everything. And I've always kicked myself when I became a manager of real estate companies. I stopped following up with my clients. And that was a big mistake, because over the years, I've watched them do business with other people because I didn't follow up properly. I should have kept on following up. I should have sent them a newsletter. They should have all known how to reach me, but I didn't do that. So this is a smart thing to do. It's a great way to stay in front of people so that when the time comes that they have a need for your services, they think about you. So anyway, all right, I'm going to do another video that has the screenshots where I can actually show you some of the things that we've talked about. Okay, so we'll see you on the next one. Okay, thank you.